Look what just came in. My new shoes. Well, here are my Scarpa shoes, guys. So I will let you guys see. So I will have the Furia. I will be climbing with them in this video. I have but the Furia because with the Dragos I had a lot of trouble with when I climbed that I just that the rubber just basically melted off. So I really hope that these shoes will be well, it's super nice. There's a little bit less flexibility, but still the same. But yeah, I really hope that these shoes can go longer. But these will be my competition climbing shoes and my normal shoes for now. Also a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty nice. So the planning for this video will be, the first half will be a Revolt video and the second half will be a Kunststof video. These are just sessions or just one session clips or clips from one session. So I went to Revolt. I felt that my shoes are a little bit too stiff at the moment, but I think after some time I think it will be fine. Definitely for comp climbing that's pretty pretty big thing, because if you don't have really good shoes or too stiff of shoes, you're probably not gonna make that much not gonna make that much points. Something that's also there was a little bit of a bummer in this session is I went with my family and we could only climb for 2 hours, so I just couldn't really climb that much hard boulders. I did two black boulders, one 7B and one 7A. I flashed the 7A and I did the 7B, and there was a older 7B which I almost did, but I just didn't at the time, and I was really stressed out because I only got 2 hours to climb, and normally I could just climb in a gym for 4 hours. So I was just really stressed, and that's something that I saw today, that I just can't really climb when I'm really under pressure with normal sessions. But when it comes to competitions and stuff, then it's just fine and I just can perform well. So I think it's morally that I just really want you guys to see really hard and cool boulders. And it's also not that much people just care about soft boulders or lower grades, because everyone can climb it, and I just feel like I have to perform, let you guys see that I climb really hard. And if I can't do that, I'm just really disappointed in the session and also in myself. And it's also really hard when climbing. And I definitely noticed today that because I didn't have that much time, I just couldn't do that much hard boulders, and it really sucked. And of course, after the summer vacation, I will be climbing more competitions, and I will have a lot more time, so that will be a lot better. But with school, I just don't really know if I'm even going to compete super much like I really want to. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best and see where it will go eventually. But I just really hope that I can, have that competition flow again, where I just, climb the boulders that are in front of me and train really hard to accomplish my dreams, because I just feel like I just don't really know what I'm doing right now, because I just am doing something and something and nothing basically. So yeah, that's what I really want to talk about in this video, that I just in this session I just didn't really know what I was doing, because I had not that much time, and just doing really hard boulders for you guys, it just couldn't go there were boulders that were really easy for me, and that I probably could have done, and those were all 7B and higher, and that I just couldn't do them. That is like just because I had a lot of pressure in the session, because I just couldn't have had enough time to do them. And that really sucks. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to say with this video, that I really hope that I can make more time for my climbing sessions in the future, and that I don't have to be hasty like I did in this session, because I just did something, as you guys could see here. So yeah, this was like a really close attempt, also like my closest attempt on like this boulder. But I just, I freaked out because I knew that I didn't got any time. Like, I just didn't have the patience, because I knew that like in like less than an hour I can't climb the boulders anymore, and that I needed to go home. And after that, just every attempt just went horribly wrong. So I just really hope in the future that I can just focus much more on climbing and just prevent these sessions, because I just felt like I was just doing everything wrong, and that I just wasn't myself in that session. But yeah, now going to like one of like my welcome back sessions from like Fontainebleau. I just done some pretty cool boulders. I thought I would just show some to you guys with this video. So yeah, we first had this green one. I think this green one was pretty fun. Then we have this really cool dino 60 plus. I thought this was a pretty cool one. But yeah, the rest is really not that interesting, so cut. And yeah, now we're at the end already. But yeah, like in this session I had like pretty big holes in my shoes, so I slipped away from a lot of boulders, but I still managed to flash this one somehow. But yeah, of course, holes in my shoes don't stop me from climbing. And yeah, I felt in this session a lot better than in the session from Revolt. But yeah, that could also be because I just didn't have that much pressure in the session. So yeah, even though this was like the same time that I had on like that the same time that I had on this session as the session from before. But alright, I think it's just a little bit weird, but alright. But yeah, I flashed that one, and I did this really cool dino, or like I think this was a pretty cool dino. But yeah, from like the dino on, it just wasn't really that interesting. It was basically just get to the crimp, the pinch crimp, and then just stand up, go to the crimp at the side of the module, which I do in a few seconds, and then just top it out. And yeah, that's basically it. There just really wasn't that much with that I needed to do. But yeah, that's usually it with like Kunststof boulders. It's just these days it's just pretty easy setting, and like of course there's nothing wrong with it, but like eventually you really don't learn that much from it. I flashed the 7B, what a surprise, but it also just didn't really feel that hard. And like that's the difference between a soft gym and a really stiff gym. Revolt is a pretty stiff gym, but I just felt like it was like exactly the same boulders as in Kunststof with like difficulty. But like the only difference is that I was not stressed here in this Kunststof session, and was just stressed in the Revolt session, and like couldn't climb good because of that. So yeah, I think that's the lesson I've learned today. And yeah, this is also like the final boulder, so I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!